Hi you guys. It's been a while. It's been about a year since I posted a video, and this past year's definitely been a lot of transitions. We've been just working on the house and just taking time, but I'm super excited to get back into making content, and I am definitely looking forward to making more content on things that make me happy. One of the things I'll be implementing on my channel is a lot more about my garden, because last year was my first year doing kind of like a larger scale. I had 2 raised beds and a potato box, and that really just fed my hunger to expand. So this year we've added in 5 more raised beds, fruit trees, a strawberry tower, grapes. Like, we've got lots of stuff going on in the garden this year, and I'm super excited. Now, our garden is definitely an urban garden. We're in zone 8A, and we are only using our first lot this year. And with that, of course, as you can see, I'm surrounded by trees, so there's a lot of shade that gets on the garden. Last year I did really good in the spot that I was in, and those beds are still in their spot, but with expanding comes another learning curve of me trying to see if things will grow in the shade. Yeah, so right now I have boxes that are getting partial shade, just like the box did last year. And honestly, what did I grow last year? I had tomatoes, peppers, zucchini, spaghetti squash, potatoes, and all of those things did well. So this year is definitely going to be about learning and transitioning and trial and error, and I'm completely okay with that. I don't expect everything to work out this year because everything is so new, and I'm not gonna lie, it does scare me a little bit because putting a lot of effort into the garden this year. So I just want to kind of document it so I can go back and watch it next year when I start planning, which is going to be pretty exciting. So I would like to do garden tours at least once a week, and then if I have anything in between, then I'll do that. I am by no means a seasoned gardener. I am basically just trial and error. I go to YouTube University on a lot of things. Google definitely gets me a lot of information, and anything I can find on Instagram. I just basically use my resources. I don't know a whole bunch, but I have learned a lot, and stuff my granddad passed on, kind of stuff. But I'm super excited. Right now it is like 60 or so degrees, the high 60s. Even though I'm in zone 8A, the last frost date was April 1st, but yeah, we're in Virginia, so that's definitely been interesting. After the last frost, I think I waited about a week or two to put in a lot of our starts, and then the temperatures dropped into the 30s for a few nights, so I covered those. I know the tomatoes will bounce back pretty solid, but I had a lot of peppers and corn out when those temperatures dropped, so I'm not sure how that'll affect anything, but I did go out and get more starts just to kind of see if it would be affected. So that way I'll kind of have an idea of, I know which ones I put out after the frost and which ones were in when the frost hit. I did start a lot of things from seed. However, almost none of them were successful. It's progress. I'll say that. It is definitely progress, because last year I tried to start everything from seed, and when I say nothing survived. This year I did have the tomatoes do well. However, I most likely planted them too early and none of them were viable enough to bring outside. So actually, I apologize. I think I have like one that is outside, but everything else was not viable. My peppers did really well. Actually, all of my peppers, I would say, except maybe 3 or 4 are doing well. Now I'm running into the issue where I'm not sure where I'm going to put those peppers because I've already filled up the garden. I got my starts from a big box store, and I got some of them from big box store. The rest of them were from a local nursery, feed and seed store local, that I went to, and I fell in love with that store, and I'll be getting all of my starts from there from here on out because they had a great variety. But moving on, let me show you guys the garden, and so just kind of have a starting point. It is May 1st and it's just now starting to warm up. I know I look really bundled up, but it's kind of cold because it's still relatively early. But I want to show you guys what I have going on, and then this will be like point A. Like, I'm super excited. So I want to show you guys. Oh, and the pollen is out, so my eyes are puffy, and pollen makes my nose run. I don't know if it does that to anybody else, but it makes my nose runny, and not like runny like I need to blow my nose, but runny like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. But I did, before I show you guys the garden, I went and got these worms yesterday for the raised beds. I got these worms from Walmart. They're usually like the bait worms, but I got them from Walmart. They are red, big red worms, and it has 30 in them. They were about $2 and some change. And it has a clear bottom. You can see them all like chilling at the bottom. I think you can see that. But I'm gonna open it up here in a second. Yeah, so let's just jump right into it. Just a quick overview. It's like all these bugs are confused. They don't know like what's going on. All right, so let me show you a quick overview.